Okay, well, I lost power in real life, so we are going to resume the stream. Yes. Yes. That's what we're gonna do. It's gonna take a second to load. Um, because it's such a big colony. Okay, so we are back a little bit. But that's not a problem. Yeah. Okay. Alright. I'll do a little bit of an intro in a second, but let me get everything set back up because, you know, losing power is lame. If I lose power again, I'll probably stop streaming because I don't like when the desktop has that happen to it. Not ideal. Okay. Alright. We'll pin that. Okay, everyone, as Eyes Heavens, and we're back with the stream. I lost power. Grab your drinks. Okay, so we just finished up the plumbing of each of the sections, and so now we're gonna add automation to it. I was trying to figure out what to do with all these poker shell rows, but I think what we'll do is we'll take suggestions for what to do with all of them. For the time being, the fact that they now go in this other room right here is very useful. And we have this other room, and I think what we'd actually do is I would destroy this, and then I think we will just like actually move this egg chamber in here. I think that's what we'll do, because then we can have it where the eggs will go there instead of like trying to, I don't know, go elsewhere, I suppose. So yes, we'll do that instead. Okay, here we go. And then that way we can tackle the starving or whatever chamber more easily by being in a different room. It does take more resources, but it's probably worth it in the long run. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Kind of lame that we did lose power though. In real life. Oh, do we not have material? Okay. I think what we're gonna do is something we haven't done in a while as well. Before we add the automation in, we're gonna slow things back down. We are going to borrow our favorite duplicate, and we're gonna go and just get a whole bunch of cobalt and transport it back because we are so short on materials. We got 2 people here. Let's turn 2 into 5. That would be great. So yeah, we're gonna get a bunch of, let's slow things back down because this place is gosh awful to stay at. Like, everything in this place is awful. Like, everything. So, cobalt. We got some cobalt there. Trying to see where we have, like, the most amount. We have some oxygen here. That's not too bad. You could stay in here. We haven't seen this asteroid all that much. Oh, the plug slug. You just, like, absorb everything that I dislike. There's also iron as well. We have not been here in a hot minute. We have to keep an eye on her because we don't have food here. Not really. How are you doing in terms of food? You have 3,000 calories. Where'd you go? I guess you have to sleep. That makes sense. I love that this system still works. It's been a while, but it still works. Got some random bits of oxygen here and there. Alright, so now we're gonna do iron. And that's gonna be the next big priority. Fill up that iron. That's what we need. We're gonna keep an eye on your calories. Probably bring you back when you have like 1,000 calories left. Let's see. Let's attack on iron real quick. You have 11 tons of it here. That's nice. What about sandstone? No. Well, we'll just fill it up with iron for the time being. Get this finished, whatever it's supposed to do. Oh, we don't even need crude oil anymore. Let me do that. Let's see. you pick up any more iron? Alright, well, while you're here, let's see if we can pick up some other stuff, like cobalt. There we go. Perfect. Alright, let's teleport you back. Let's see. Alright, and then slow down. Now what have we got? No. No. Alright, so we got some more material coming our way. And now, because of that, let us, ooh, sand is going up a little bit. Let us add some automation to the stuff that we've already made before. So previously we've had this long wire of automation. And it's connected to this pipe here. So if it's water and all this mess, it goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. But we don't need to worry about this anymore, because this was old automation. So what we're going to do is we're going to destroy, we're going to have a very simple setup now. Actually, wait, because what was it? It detects if it's not water, and if it's not water for, let's say, 20 seconds, it'll perpetuate that signal for 20 seconds. And then it goes and goes and goes and goes, and it stops there. So we can actually get rid of this. And then hook it up to that one. And so what this will do is if there's no water in the pipe for 20 seconds, it will then send water into said pipe. No, hold on, I'm phrasing it wrong. If there's no water in the pipe, it'll switch to green, and then for 20 seconds it'll stay green, and then it will send water for that 20 seconds. So let's go up like that. And then we can destroy this one. So now we got that one covered. So this pipe is heading towards the food. And this one can, like, this one's straightforward. We can just keep it with the water constantly going and feeding all that. Wait, I misread. This one's going to the restrooms. So it doesn't really run all that much, except whenever the restrooms are used, and then it draws a little bit more water, so we can actually just keep that the same. And then this one goes to the food. So we can just keep that going as well. So we can just keep the automation with the one that we have. And now we can connect the wires. And then cancel. And then turn this off. So this will be a master switch. And then there you go. And it'll go. And then everything is fine and dandy and good and stuff. But now we run into another problem. It's not that big of a problem, but it is a problem nonetheless that can definitely happen. And I'm gonna go ahead and fix that now. And that is, what happens if this room fills up with all of the water that we ever need and want and desire and dream, and it ends up causing a problem where the chamber, hold on, there we go, where the chamber gets too full. What do we do? Well, the good news is I have a solution for that. But we have to move some automation. So we'll go like this, cancel all that, and then close this off and close that off. Actually, I don't think we'll need this. We might need this one right here, actually, so we'll keep that one. So this is what we are going to do. So, I'm going to move this one over. It'll make sense in a moment. And we're going to move the pipe one over. Because we don't want this to plug up and not be used. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. So we are going to put in a liquid pipe. Hold on. No, we don't need that. We need a liquid shutoff. And we'll make it out of gold. And we'll put it up here. And then we are going to put a hydro sensor. So the hydro sensor is going to detect if the water in this room is up to here. And then there's going to be automation. And it's going to be very simple. It's just going to go straight across. And so what's going to happen is if this room fills up with enough water, we can actually reuse the same pipe we've had before. The water is instead going to go this way. And we can test this, which would be great. So right now the automation is set. So if it's above, let's say 400 kilograms. So now it's off because there's no water up there. Oh, we do need to power it, which is fine. That's not a problem. You can actually power it with this wire. Hold on, we can cancel that one. It's only 10, so it's not going to cost that much power. Okay. So we'll go like this. And then cancel. So now let's take a look at it. So, oh, there's an... Where's the egg? Is it not picking up with the egg? Where'd the egg go? Is there another egg in there? Huh. Why? It's protecting something in here. Oh, the bridge is backwards. That is why. It's actually detecting the eggs. That's right there. That's funny. Okay, there we go. The eggs have now left. Okay. Let's attack that one and attack this one as well. And then obviously we have to get them recovered because they got hurt. We'll figure out a solution for that probably in the next stream. Maybe. I don't know. Alright. Point though, back to what I was saying. What was I saying? Yes, so the water, if it gets all the way up in here, if this room gets filled with beautiful germless water, this is the cleanest water you'll ever see ever, and only ever, maybe, I don't know. We probably want to pick up this stuff actually. If it gets all the way up here, this will activate. So, good, pick up that egg. So let's do an experiment where we pretend that it has enough water. So now what will happen is this will cut on and it will send the water back into the master water tank pump thing. Now yes, this does create a scenario where it creates a loop and it does bring clean water back in there. I'm going to switch it back. But this prevents this room from filling up more than it can. And that is definitely important. Because if it fills up more than it can, then we won't be able to, you know, use this water. So, that covers that. I think I might even put this on automation, but I think I'm going to put it, because it keeps turning on and off. I think I'm going to put it on like a very, very short kind of automation. So let's see. We'll go like this, and we will put it on a cycle sensor. So instead of me having to put automation wire all the way up there, it'll just work from right here. It's funny how this is like so stubborn that it's not heading over this way. It's like, you know, it's not doing anything. I think we can get rid of these then, which is great. That's part of the other problem that we had. Alright, so we are now squared, more or less, with this whole debacle thing. Oh yeah, this. So we are going to have it active for like, let's say 25%. Nope, I did that wrong. So at the time of day, we'll have it active for 25% of the day, and then it will not be active for the rest. So let's keep an eye on it for a second. Alright, in a moment it's going to be gone. Oh wait, the power's still on. Whoops. Okay, so now no more water's coming in, more or less. So it's using the water that's already in the system. Okay, so now there's no backup water. So now it's just the water that's naturally in the system. And it's still flowing. It still has 9 kilograms, 8.9 kilograms of water. Seven. So it's getting smaller, which is good. It's saving probably a little bit on power. I mean, it's not going to be that large of a scale of a thing. But what we want to see is we want to see it where once it's cycled through the day, the 6 kilograms of water that you currently see right now, the 5.8, 5.7, will be charged back to 10 within the 25% that it'll work. If 25% does not work, then we'll increase the active duration. I'll probably increase it to 33%. 4.8. 3 is the lowest, but generally 4,000 grams. Okay, I honestly think that now it's definitely gonna need more water than just 25% of it. We're not gonna watch it for another cycle. I think I'm gonna bump it up to like 50%. Because here comes the water. You can see it in the middle. Alright. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, I don't think it'll be able to recharge it. It's too long of a pipe. And now it's empty. Okay, so we will bump this up to 50%. And now let's take a look. The water is now empty, but now it's coming again. Alright, here we go. It's filling up the last row of plants. And it did it at that amount of time. So yes, we will keep it at 50%. And now the diminishing amount will be less time. So yeah, we'll keep it at that amount. Alright, and that should be fine. I don't want any of you, so I'll take a directlet. Alright, so this is now working for that. It's now filling up, and now we have a backup for where the water will go if it ever fills up too high. So it's a complete loop in that way. And we now have the water in the 3 different systems, which is perfect and fantastic. We still have them doing the thing with sand. So, since we're now capped out on sand, let's see here. These guys are eating sand as well. No, they're not eating any sand. Just sandstone. So what we're going to do now is we're going to stop this, and in a few cycles we will know if the sand here, since we now have 20,000 things of sand, 20,000 tons, if this setup will work or not. Now back over here, we have a few of these plants. And we have this one who just ate, which is good. And we have an egg, which is nice. It's incubating very slowly. Mammoth patties can make phosphorate. So I guess we will have one of you run, just one, with mammoth patties for the time being. And that'll make phosphorate. And that might be useful. But at some point, we need to figure out a solution for these guys. Because right now, they are... well, their main food source is kind of gone. Being that we no longer feed them sand. So that's an issue. But I don't know what to feed them. Because what ended up happening last time... Not this, this is fine. This was a problem from before. Yeah, this was a problem. We would dig down. And we were trying to expand this one more. To help continue to make more igneous rock. Because we were going to try and put in another steam turbine. I'm trying to think of how we could go about doing this. So with clay, no, ceramic. What was it? Ceramic adds 200 and it's insulated. So obviously it's able to completely handle the magma itself. The temperature will break through immediately, which would be a huge problem. Yeah, that's the issues. We need to expand this again. Because what is it? You need to expand it by 1, 2. So even if we used some of this abyssalite, we still need to expand it like that much, which I feel like could be very difficult to do. I don't know how break into magma. So I think what we'll do is we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Before breaking, we'll name it before breaking, because I want to experiment with this. We're not gonna continue that much because we already did a portion of it already. Really advanced technique. You can use bottle fillers and drop-offs to relocate magma. Better do that in a vacuum. We need to fit this in. And we also need to expand that accordingly. I'm not saying that this would make this design work. All of this design. But we need to try it. I saw that that advanced technique. I think that could like be smart. Did I say bottle filler? I mean pitcher pump. Okay. We're gonna name this after breaking. So we're gonna risk just seeing what happens because I want to learn from this, and I don't want to be scared of just not doing it. So we're gonna see what happens, and we're gonna use as much as of the abyssali as possible. So if we dig straight down, and Minecraft taught us that is always smart to do, we can put a piece here. And then we need to dig straight down and build more right there. So to make this easier, I'm going to make a storage bin. And it's probably going to break. But I'm going to make a storage bin. And we're going to put it right there. And what we're going to do is we're going to transfer all the ceramic over there. Oh, it's too close to the thing? Okay. Is there a way to zigzag it? So like zigzag lava, like bring it this, you know, can we zigzag it? Vacuum the area above the, okay. What about zigzagging it? I don't care about this being not a vacuum anymore. You know what I mean by zigzag. Like it goes this way, then it goes this way and down. I don't mind if it ruins the beautiful sevens that we have, but is that another option that we could do? I did not mean to build that. Always have a vacuum. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, no, I gathered that, but my question is like, alright, let's pretend that the magma, like, I have an idea. I'm not saying it'll work, but I have an idea, and I want to see y'all's view of said idea. And you just let me know if it's going to work or not. I think that might be the best way for me to kind of convey my point. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's fine. It's not... Oh. It is hot. Don't worry, I'm not too concerned. For this moment. Where does the Vobo miner need to be? Like built in here or like built somewhere in here? I got distracted. Let's see. So I was gonna have it zigzag. Need to cover both. Okay. Alright, so now we have this. Hold on, before we do that. We gotta deconstruct this. And destroy this. I'm gonna vacuum it out in a second. I have a plan. It might not be the right plan, but I have a plan. We will now dig this out, and dig that out, and dig that one out. Because I don't remember which of these is the correct one. Just in case we would destroy that. And then put it back. Where are you going? Yeah, the zigzag is the thing that I'm curious about. Like, I don't know if it'll actually work. Because I don't... Why is this made out of copper? Cancel that. It was not supposed to be made out of copper. It's supposed to be made out of steel. We can also go a bit this way. So, based on the 11, it'll be like 6 this way. Yeah, so, wait, no. So, 7, and then, I don't know if dropping counts, but that's 2, 8, 9. We need to wait until this says dormant, right? The temperature is still fine in here as well. I mean, it is pretty hot, but it is still fine. Okay, so Gradius, I really want you to help me calculate this so that I don't have to come back in here. So right now we have 7 right here. 7 starting from the mesh tile all the way over here. So you're saying that you can think of every drip as resetting the distance. So this 7 needs to either be 11 or 13, right? Is that what you're saying? I'll go ahead and continue digging out this. Yeah, the heat in here is getting insane. Alright, let me go find out how long the thing drops. Only how far for magma drop. Magma will not flow further than 10 tiles horizontally and will not gain enough pressure to move up in a U-bend. So outflow can be controlled by simply building a 10 tile, 1 tile high passage with a mechanized airlock at one end. Will only flow 10 tiles in either direction, and the last tile. Okay. So 10. Okay. I'm gonna pause it real quick if y'all don't mind. This won't take long. I'm trying to see this video. Okay. Using GC fungus. It's 10 tiles and then drops on the 10th. So 10 tiles drops on the 10th. The abyssalite's perfect. So we will use the abyssalite and dig this out. And then ceramic this. Keep the abyssalite here, ceramic that. Gradius, do you think it's safe to keep the ladders in here? Or do I need to worry about that? Actually, hold on. I'm gonna also update the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the gas. They're made out of granite. Alright, hold on. So, if they're made out of obsidian, they won't melt. Because I don't really see myself coming back in here and fixing that. We have 4 people here. Hi, how you doing? It's gonna take a good moment to get all this gas out, but we will do that. Let's see, it gets pushed out there. Okay, cool. We need to build another one of these. Plus, I also personally like to keep the ladder there in case I ever need to go back down in there for whatever reason. Uh-oh. That's a problem. That's a future, I need to solve that problem. That's not a problem that I'm going to solve now. Good. That's starting to make power again. You should vacuum out the entire area above the right side steam room. Hold on. Don't worry, I'm gonna vacuum it out. Yeah, that's why I'm not dealing with it right now. Okay. So let's go ahead and seal this up. Yeah. I knew that this heat would be a problem. 3,000. No, wait. 286. Misread. 3,000 degrees. I thought that was the problem. Yep, obsidian. Alright, cool. Now we just need this one right here. And then we're going to start vacuuming it out. Except that's going to break. Hold on. Someone fix this. Yeah, no, I know. I'm aware. I am so aware. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna go ahead and turn it on, and we're gonna fix it. Let's see. Liquid lock the entire upper area. Like liquid lock here. Oh, it's working right now. Maybe. Oh wait, this is not gonna work because of the igneous test right here. Hold on. If I put in a robo miner and I had it on automation in here, would that work? Like if I had a robo miner right here. Liquid lot to the right of the walkway, the right side steam room. I am completely lost of what you're talking about. Alright, hold on. The right of the walkway. Like over here? Oh, well then that's not gonna really work for the miner. So for right now, what we'll do is I will just start emptying this out slowly. Like this. I know that the liquid lock would be the best ideal. I hate building liquid locks though. Oh, this right here. Liquid lock this. And then, got it. Okay. Okay. I see what you're saying. So we need to seal this off so that gas exchange can still happen in there. And then this needs to be replaced with liquid lock. Okay. Why are you not able to, leave? My God. Yeah, but I don't want to put a liquid lock here. For, well, I don't know. Hold on, 1 second. Let me do this liquid lock one at a time. Oh. Yeah, that's right. I don't need to do it that way. Pitcher pump. Or not pitcher pump. Bottle opener. No, never you. I reject all of you. That makes sense. Okay, so we will put in crude oil because we have a lot of that. Oh wow, all of y'all have died. Oh my gosh. I need to do a thing real quick because we have way too much crude oil. And it's killed all the slicksters, which is a problem. I'm gonna do something that probably people would not like that I'm gonna do. Alright, so that should be running. Alright, let's see if this works. Okay. Temporary solution to get rid of the crude oil that we have too much of. Now, we will sweep up this crude oil. Makes sense. I will go do that. I know. People in Oni are like, how dare you waste resources? And how dare you use space as a way to waste resources? But honestly, I tried to use the crude oil for the robots, and it just did not work at all. So, like, my robot died. So for the time being, we're gonna just do that. I will set up automation as a failsafe, so that way, you know, we don't burn through all of it. So here we go. We're gonna set up automation for that. Once I'm able to build something here. I know, right? Like, I honestly think that everyone should find a way to solve a solution the best way that works for themselves. Alright, so when this is above 500, it'll send a green signal, and it'll go, and then bada bing, and then we will just destroy this one, because this serves no purpose anymore, in my mind. And then automation, yes, we can cancel that. So there you go. So there's a failsafe. It'll send signal. Good. We still have one slickster. We'll find a solution for the crude oil later. But for right now, we're just going to empty it up into space. And we'll still have a lot of crude oil. Alright, I'll be right back. Gradius, we need to empty out this area, right? Like, this is the next area that we need to empty out. This part. Be right back. Oh, okay. Yep. Then I'll destroy the gas pocket. I will also be safe and get rid of the this. And then we can build another one of these. Go like that. Make it out of steel. Come back up here. Okay, cool. I'm gonna deconnect that. And then all of this crude oil, we can empty that pipe. Right, like if we empty the pipe, won't it make a bottle? Gotta have coffee real quick. We'll put it out here. What'd you make a mess at? How dare you? We would take from the spine because this shouldn't last forever. Oh, Stinky, you're not doing too hot. Let me bring you into the hospital. Oh. Well, lagging for a second. There we go. Oh, we need to do not sweep only. There we go. That's the thing. Let's see, pipes. Go like this. Let's get a bunch of crude oil. There we go. Perfect. Also, I have a question. Would y'all have, you know, and if not, that's fine. But would y'all have any interest in, after like a few more minutes of this, to round off the stream, seeing a little bit of Cosmolon? If not, it's cool. I'm curious. Let me know. Uh-oh, my battery is now off. My phone just died immediately. So I have to tab out to see comments. That shouldn't be that big of a deal. I can still see y'all's comments, but... Oh. We gotta go up. Let's see. So this needs power. So we'll power it. Yeah, we need to build that. Oh yeah, they're all in that room. Angry and confused. Hold on. Let's tackle this real quick. There you go. That's what's been causing damage to some of our duplicates. Oh my gosh. Let's see. So close. We need to get some more crude oil. I'll check comments in a second. Ooh. Yeah, we definitely need to figure out a solution for these guys. Okay. That's cool, man. Gonna be rounding off this with maybe like a run of Cosmolon. Just, you know, it's weird. After making the game, I play tested it a lot, and then I ended up getting whatchamacallit, like, to be honest, like when you play test a game, it's different than playing a game, and it got very repetitive. But then like shortly after having like a month or two from the game, it was nice to just take a break and then get to it, like play it at some point. Yeah, we'll take water. So yeah. We're glad that you made it, RB20 guy, and the 6 other awesome people here. 4 around there. Glad you survived. Thank goodness. Oh, gas pipe overpressure. Of course. Fine. This goes up this way, this way, this way. This goes this way, this way, this way. And then it's brought up to the main tank there. So why don't we just bring this up that same path? Okay. Hold on. There's crude oil here. Infinite gas storage trick with liquids. I'm okay. I'm okay. Instead of doing that. Once again, a little bit of starvation's okay. Okay. Alright, now we need to oh, this is not high temperature. Okay, cool. So we can go like this. Actually, you won't be able to build that. Hold on, actually, why am I making this so tricky? I should just do it this way. Alright, so we'll run out this cycle, and then we'll switch over to Cosmolon. I'll play one run of that, and then probably call it there. And for those that are new or watching in the future, the idea is that for the Oni streams during the week, I do a random amount, not the weekend, but during the week, a random amount on the simpler colony, and then on the weekend, unless something comes up, we are on this colony. How are you doing with food? Okay, you're still fine. There we go. It's starting to slowly disappear, which is great. Alright, so we're going to connect this, and connect this, and connect that, and cancel that. Okay. Now we just got to empty out all of this, which is going to take a hot minute. Which we probably won't do all in this cycle, but the idea is being built. So now we have this here, the crude oil. I will disable this for now. So now no more crude oil will go there. And eventually, when this is gone, we will dig back in here, dig this out, put it away, and then we'll be good to go for that. So we got a lot done during this. We were able to get this system set up. We have a lot of water, and everything is now running its own course through everything. Plants are doing quite well too. It doesn't save much power, but it, you know, it's squared away for that. The automation for this probably can be toned down for like 15 seconds for it to run. Because what is it? Yes. That should be fine. Yeah. And then we have the failsafe, so the clean water will cycle out through. If there's like anything in here that shouldn't be in here, it'll cycle out. So like this big polluted water amount, we don't have to worry about that. Good, we have natural gas again. So yeah, we are slowly gonna, and this has all been vacuumed out, which is good. So when this turns into a vacuum, we will be able to go in here more easily and tend to it. Why use automation? I felt like automation was safer. The pump will automatically stop when the pipe is full. Yes, but I didn't want it to keep cutting on and cutting off. It annoyed me personally. And as for the full pipe is also safer. Gives you a buffer if you run out of power. I mean, yeah. But I figured that it's like, I made it 90% foolproof with the automation. So I trust that it won't do anything problematic. So, yeah. Alright, cool. So we got this squared away. So yeah, I will now save this. This is weird. You guys normally don't see what I do at this point. And we'll do a run to Cosmolon and then probably call it out. Oh my goodness, this save takes forever. Okay. So I wonder what happens now. Save and quit. Even though I just saved. Because I grew up where you never trust saves. So a friend of mine, was playing Cosmolon the other day, and they ended up getting to 7 minutes of the game. Because apparently this game is really hard. And I did that on purpose. When I made the game, cloud error. Not for Cosmolon. Cosmolon doesn't know what a cloud is. Okay. Now I need to switch it over so you guys can see it. Let me lower the audio. How's that? Hopefully the audio is not too bad for that. I wonder which ship I should play as. I've been playing as Parrot a lot. I'm not sure which one I should try. Let's see. I'll go with Armored. I've not played as Armored yet. It's got the nice blue stripes. And every so often I'll tab out to hear what y'all have to say. Let me know if the sound of the game is too loud. Oh my goodness, I could definitely feel the decrease of speed. But yeah, I've been working on the other platformer, or my first platformer game, and what's funny is the hitboxes and hurtboxes that are in, we'll go with weapons, in this, in Cosmolon are being reused for the platformer. So, oh my goodness, the speed though. Luckily, I only made it where the general speed is slower and not like anything else. Yeah, the code for that is being slightly reused. And I'm excited about making like my first platformer game. I'm still waiting for someone to beat this game though. I think I might, like, the first time someone does beat this game, I might go back and actually add into the credits, like, first win by blank. But yeah, the journey of like learning game development has been fun and hard at the same time. Man, the extra health that you get with this definitely, like, I've not play tested every every different ship option, so it's like the extra health you get in this is insane. I'll check the what you guys have to say when we get to when I level up again. Some of the music that you hear, there's certain tracks that I really prefer over others. It was like, I do not have a great skill with music creation. But it was all done on a free music creating like site called Beepbox, which is fun to just fiddle around with, but it's very like classic internet. It reminds me of that so much. Let's see. Do. Need to get a magnet. Oh, it's this guy. I love this ship that I made over there. Damage up. Thank goodness. That'll be nice. Alright, let's see. Okay, cool. Hold on, let's see. Alright, back to this. We're gonna go with boost so we can go a little bit faster. Let's see. Wonder where the big giant fire in space is. I think it's over here. Oh yeah, there's the jewel that I made. That was fun to make. And then there's the giant fire. I was at one point thinking of like making the giant fire cause damage if you sit in it. But then I was like, I don't know. Like one of the ideas that I had was having a environmental hazards, like clouds that would make, not clouds, but like space debris that would make it tricky to see. That was one idea that I thought about going back and at some point maybe adding, but like the problem is the code in this game is so difficult to like know. And there's times even recently, like while working on the platformer, that I've gone back and trying to remember what I did. That it's just, oh my goodness, I definitely need some speed increases. This is, oh, I need that. Give me that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Health, thank you. Magnet, thank you. Give me the magnet, give me the magnet. There we go. Alright, we're gonna take more speed. Boosting gives you more speed and can help conquer the problems of this class. It also gives you even more health. Oh yeah, and okay, there we go. But yeah, in Oni today, it was We made a lot of progress with the plumbing and everything. And we'll continue with brute force colony probably next weekend. There's a lot of fall events that are happening that I'm excited about, that I want to do. I love the fall season. So I'll let y'all know if I'm not around. At some point through this gradual testing of the different classes I made, this will also probably help with the with kind of seeing where everything is at. I'm really curious about the speed class. The armored class is fun in the way that it kind of like protects you a bit. We have 4 people here. Hi, if you're wondering where the where Oni is, we streamed a bit of that, and this is the game that I made. So we're wrapping up the stream with this. Mostly because some of the different classes I've made in this, I've not, like, I believe 100% that they would work in the game, but I am curious about playing them. I still can feel the reduced speed though with this class. And I'm a little bit worried about that. Cause like, speed is quite useful with some of these enemies. Like, yes, you have the never-ending boost, which does help. There we go. That helps. Oof. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. If I die, the stream also ends. So, hopefully that doesn't happen. I will play to the end, so, you know, there's a hidden record of at least somebody beating the game. Oop, there we go. Let me pick this up. Boss should be spawning soon, which I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, this might help. Good. Ow. Oh my goodness. The projectiles are the worst. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. There we go. Cool. Alright, we made it through that. Whew. Alright. Oh, yep, these guys still spawn, that's right. Let's see. So, I made some Easter eggs in this game. This ship right here is based on an old game. Oh, hello. Hi, hello, hello, hi. Hi, excuse me. Called Commander Keen. I love the game. So, yeah, hopefully, you know, someone knows about that. There's the edge of the map. You can't get past it. You want to make sure you kill things on this side, though, because you don't, you know, if you kill things on the other side, you won't ever receive whatever's on that side. So, oh, these guys. Excuse me. So I turn around. Oh my goodness, the speed, man. I feel it so much. Alright. The piercing. They've spawned so many of these guys that the piercing is way low. If you level it up again, it'll gain more piercing. Ooh, let's grab that. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, let's level up weapons again. Ooh, we got another one of these ships. They get stronger each time. Speed up! Oh, that's nice. That should definitely help with that, offsetting the speed. They give you a random permanent upgrade, and they get stronger each time. So that's a little less ideal than, you know. Oh, and these guys, of course. These ships that you see here that shoot the rainbows and their counterparts, not shoot the rainbows. Is it rainbow? Yeah, they kind of shoot the rainbow. They have like 60 to 80 frames of animation, just for the cool coloring effect that strobes on their themselves, like on their backs. I really went way harder than I probably should have for these ships. And then that's not even counting like their frigate versions that show up in a second. There you go. They have several frames as well. We're gonna wait before taking that power up. We'll take it now. There we go. To get the most out of it. And then if you get another one, it'll extend the timer. There we go, destroyed that. Oh no. Man, these guys hurt. Having the extra armor though, that definitely does help. If you're having a tough time with this game, try that or the powered class. Woohoo. Oh, that helps. Let me grab that, let me grab this, let me grab that. Alright, so we now have the best maneuverability that you can have. I don't know the math of, whatchamacallit, the speed increase from killing the capital ship, but I think it's 20. So I think that's made us equal to the balanced class, but now with way more armor. Or health, I should say. Oh good, let's go ahead and grab the magnet. We're getting close. Boss is at 25 minutes. Where things get nutty. Like very, very nutty. Oh, 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 oh. These ships are made, the ones that are shooting like the orange peels, they look like orange peels. These ships were designed by, like I drew them, but like pixel art drew them, but they are inspired by an idea that my partner had, where they're basically consuming the sun. Like they each have the sun, like several suns per ship. Well, one sun per ship, but they made they consume the sun. They're very painful. Oh my goodness, thank goodness. Okay, thank goodness I got that. Yeah, if you don't have invincibility, they are very painful to try and survive against. And this ship, the pineapple, is from a friend of mine named Talon. He wanted a pineapple, so I made a pineapple. They're unique in that when they don't drop anything, if you touch them they hurt, and they drop bombs. So for the first time, people might go and touch them. And then the flying saucers over there are inspired by my friend Oblivion, who made those ships. And they have very chaotic movement. I am not a fan of their movement, personally, because of just how dangerous that they can be. They start gaining speed, they hurt, they spawn a lot. It's good to have a lot of maneuverability against these guys. Ow. Ow. And then everything starts spawning. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yep, this game is still hard, even with this change. There we go. Yep, take that quickly. Oh my goodness. Come on, asteroids, give me some health. Good. Alright, perfect. These guys are a pain. They're supposed to be the antithesis of the other ones, the light prism rainbow ones. And in a weird kind of metaphorical sense, they have they match the background. And they're supposed to be annoying like that. Kind of like how at the beginning, though, you fight against ships that look just like these, in that they are purple. These are the worst kind of ships, because they spam you with projectiles, and they hurt. And they don't stop. Luckily, their projectiles don't do a lot of damage, but man, if they touch you though. And then the frigate versions. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. You don't get a lot of power-ups at this point, by the way. So, it's very important to try and nab them if you make it to this point. We got about 4 minutes left until we get to the boss, which is going to be complete chaos at that point. We have 5 people here. Hi, if you're wondering, we did only a bit ago. This is a game I made. I know I've already said this before. We're ending the stream with this game. And then there you go. You can get this game on Steam. And yeah, I I try to do Oni every weekend, and then I do it throughout the week, like randomly. And I started a new beginner colony to kind of tackle some of the stuff that's difficult with Oni. So go check that out. Oh, there we go. Let's grab that. That is very rare that dropped. Like a 3% drop chance. Oh, it dropped again. And a magnet. I think magnets are pretty high though at this point. Yes, okay, cool. Speed up. Oh my goodness, we are fast. Where's the other one? There you are. And HP up. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, so that'll help. We are now super fast, which is funny because we picked the slow armored class at the beginning. We have one more level up left. Let's see, 1 second. Okay, cool. 6 people here. Hi, thank you for your support. This is my favorite song that I made. It was made purely accidentally. Well, actually, this is... I don't know. There's another song that plays that you only get to hear when you beat the game. Or not beat the game, when you fight the final boss, which will happen in 1 minute. I am a little bit nervous. We might not even get the final upgrade. There might not be enough enemies for that. There's a little bit of randomness with that. I'm not sure why or how that happens. Bum, 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 ba-da-da, dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I don't think there's any other enemies. I might be... Yeah, I think that'll be it for the upgrades. If I ever were to change it, that would be something that I would change. Okay, here we go. So the boss music plays after whatever current song is playing is done. That's how I kind of did it. Alright, here we go. The map in the top right tells you where you need to go. The enemy ship is a giant plus sign. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. It should be red. I don't know why it wasn't animating. It sometimes doesn't do that. Should be not like easy, but once you figure out how you're supposed to do this, it becomes way easier. In some ways, I don't know. I'm probably gonna die. Alright, so now it's rotated to the middle. We probably won't try and get it at the middle because it is. I'll show you the middle, but the middle is very rough in that there's several areas where these vents are where these enemies spawn, and then there's also the giant plasma balls that you have to avoid. Here, I will put the music up a little bit for the final boss. So the final song was technically made with 3 tracks that bleed into one another. And because I really wanted it to be epic because of the fact that, you know, when you get to this point, this is a big deal right here. That was where it went from one track to the next track, that quick second. There we go. Oop. Oh, 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 oh. The more damage you do to the boss, the more they spawn the enemy ships. And that can be quite scary. There was the other switch. As you probably can see, the system of how to survive this actually relies heavily on relying on the enemy ships that spawn. They have very high chances of dropping health. But at the same time, their speed increases. And they can be a nightmare to try and survive against. Oh, I'm out of boost. That's a problem. So being able to get enough health is important to be able to stay alive through this. Alright, let's head... Ooh! Let's pick up all that health. There we go. Woohoo! Although it looks like I'm doing quite well, and I am, the issue is if they all stack on me, I'll take so much damage that I'll probably die. So that's why I'm trying to maneuver. There we go.
Mission complete, Captain.
And then you make it back home. So, there you go. Yeah. And then when you go to the main menu, you have extras unlocked. Which I will not show you guys what extras are. Because that defeats the purpose if I do that. But I think I'm going to call it here. So, yeah. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.